Whispers of desire. The house was quiet, a comforting stillness settling in as Jake poured himself a glass of wine. The kids were away at college, and the absence of their laughter left a void that Emma had been struggling to fill. For months now, she had felt a restlessness in her heart, a longing for something more, something she couldn't quite define. The weight of unspoken words hung heavy in the air, and Jake sensed the shift in their dynamic. "Emma, can we talk?" Jake asked one evening, his voice gentle yet firm. He found her sitting on the couch, staring at a magazine without really seeing it. The vibrant images of happy families and perfect homes felt all too distant from the reality they were living. "Sure," she replied, her eyes flickering to his before returning to the glossy pages. "Is everything okay?" "You've seemed off lately," he said, taking a seat across from her. The concern etched on his face made Emma's heart ache. Emma sighed, setting the magazine aside. "I've been thinking a lot about us, about what I want." Her voice trembled slightly, uncertainty bubbling up. Jake's heart raced. "What do you mean? Is it about us?" "Yes, and no. It's complicated." She took a deep breath, gathering her thoughts as she felt the heat rising in her cheeks. "I've been feeling this attraction to women, and it's not just a phase. There's someone, Jill. We've been friends for a long time and I've developed feelings for her. I think I want to be with her." Jake blinked, processing her words. Shock coursed through him, followed by a wave of confusion. "You're saying you want to be with another woman? And you've been seeing Jill?" "I didn't plan for it to happen. It just did. I didn't want to hide it from you anymore," Emma confessed, tears brimming in her eyes. After a moment of silence, Jake reached out, taking her hand in his. He could feel the warmth radiating from her skin, a reminder of the love they had built over the years. "I appreciate your honesty. This is a lot to take in. But we've always talked about our desires. Maybe we can explore this together?" Emma's heart swelled with hope, yet fear still lingered at the edges. They spent the next few days discussing boundaries, feelings, and what this new chapter might look like. Emma felt a mix of relief and excitement, while Jake wrestled with his own emotions. They eventually decided to invite Jill over for drinks, a casual meeting that felt loaded with unspoken tension. When Jill arrived, she was radiant, her laughter filling the room as she embraced Emma. Jake watched, a strange mixture of curiosity and apprehension coursing through him. She wore a fitted black dress that accentuated her curves, her dark hair cascading down her shoulders in soft waves. There was an undeniable magnetism about her that Jake couldn't ignore. "Hey, Jake. I've heard so much about you," Jill said, her smile bright and inviting. "I hope you don't mind me crashing your little family night." "Not at all. It's great to finally meet you," Jake replied, trying to suppress the flutter of nerves in his stomach. They settled into the evening, sharing stories, laughter, and glasses of wine. The atmosphere was charged, and as the night wore on, Jake found himself drawn to Jill's confidence and charm. Emma watched the two of them interact, a thrill of excitement bubbling within her. The way they bantered back and forth, the ease with which they connected, it ignited something deep within her. She felt liberated, knowing that she was the catalyst for this chemistry. "Why don't we take this party to the next level?" Jill suggested playfully, leaning closer to Emma, her voice sultry. Emma's heart raced. "What do you mean?" "Let's just enjoy the moment. We're all adults here, right?" Jill's eyes sparkled with mischief, and Emma felt the warmth of desire wash over her. Jake exchanged a glance with Emma, silently asking for her approval. She nodded, her pulse quickening at the thought of crossing this boundary together. With a shared understanding, the three of them moved closer, the air thick with anticipation. As Jill leaned in closer to Emma, their shoulders brushing, Jake felt a rush of adrenaline. He could see the chemistry between the two women, the way Jill's hand lingered on Emma's arm, sending shivers down her spine. "Let's play a game," Jill suggested, her eyes glinting with mischief. "How about truth or dare?" Emma laughed, the tension in the room shifting to excitement. "All right, I'm in." The three of them settled back into the couch, the atmosphere charged with energy. Jake watched as Jill leaned closer to Emma, her voice low and teasing. "Truth or dare?" "Dare," Emma replied, a playful smile curving her lips. "I dare you to kiss Jake," Jill said, her eyes sparkling. Emma turned to Jake, a mixture of excitement and nervousness dancing in her gaze. "All right, here goes nothing." She leaned in, capturing Jake's lips with hers. The kiss was soft at first, a gentle exploration that ignited a fire deep within them. Jake responded, wrapping his arms around her waist, pulling her closer. When they broke apart, the room felt electric. Jill watched them with a playful grin, her own desire simmering just beneath the surface. "Your turn, Jake," Jill said, her tone sultry. "Truth or dare?" "Dare," he replied, feeling emboldened by the moment. "I dare you to kiss Jill," Emma chimed in, her heart racing at the thought. Jake hesitated for only a moment before leaning towards Jill, their lips meeting in a playful kiss. It was different than kissing Emma, exciting and unfamiliar. He felt a rush of adrenaline as he pulled back, locking eyes with Jill, who wore a satisfied smile. As the game continued, the dares became bolder, and the atmosphere grew increasingly intimate. Emma felt a thrill run through her as she watched Jake and Jill interact, their chemistry undeniable. "Okay, Emma, your turn again," Jill said, her voice low and inviting. "Truth or dare?" "Dare," Emma replied, her heart pounding in her chest. "I dare you to kiss Jill," Jake said, his voice steady yet laced with anticipation. Emma's breath caught in her throat, excitement coursing through her veins. She leaned in closer to Jill, feeling the warmth radiating between them. Their lips met softly at first, a gentle caress that quickly deepened into something more passionate. Emma felt a rush of desire as she melted against Jill, the kiss igniting something within her that had long been dormant. As they pulled apart, Emma's cheeks flushed with exhilaration. Jake watched, a mix of pride and curiosity flooding his senses. The dynamic in the room had shifted, and he felt a sense of connection to both women that was both thrilling and intoxicating. "Wow, that was unexpected," Jill said, her eyes sparkling with mischief. "Maybe we should take this to the next level," Emma suggested, her voice barely above a whisper, the invitation hanging in the air between them. Jake felt his heart race at the thought. "What do you mean?" "I mean, why not explore this together?" Emma's gaze was steady, filled with a mix of excitement and vulnerability. Jill's eyes widened, a grin spreading across her face. "I'm definitely on board if you both are." After a moment of hesitation, Jake nodded, the thrill of the unknown igniting a fire within him. "Let's do it." They moved to the bedroom, the atmosphere thick with anticipation. As they entered the softly lit space, Jake felt a wave of excitement wash over him. The room was cozy, adorned with plush pillows and soft blankets that beckoned them closer. Emma stood between Jake and Jill, her heart racing as she took in the moment. The three of them were stepping into uncharted territory, and the thrill of possibility surged through her veins. Jill reached out, her fingers brushing against Emma's arm. "Are you ready?" she asked, her voice low and sultry. Emma nodded, her breath hitching in her throat as she felt Jake's presence behind her, his warmth enveloping her. The three of them began to explore each other, hands roaming and lips finding their way to soft skin. Jake felt an incredible rush as he kissed Emma's neck, while Jill's hands intertwined with Emma's, their fingers dancing together in a beautiful rhythm. "God, you're both so beautiful," Jake murmured, his voice filled with awe. Emma turned to him, her eyes filled with desire. "I can't believe we're doing this." "Neither can I," Jill added, her voice a sultry whisper as she leaned in closer, capturing Emma's lips in a heated kiss once more. The intimacy between them grew deeper, fueled by desire and an unbreakable connection. Jake watched as the two women explored each other, their chemistry undeniable. He felt a rush of excitement as they kissed, their bodies intertwining in a passionate embrace. As the night unfolded, they found themselves lost in a whirlwind of pleasure, exploring the depths of their desires together. Emma felt liberated, her heart racing as she embraced this new facet of her identity. With every touch, every kiss, the boundaries between them dissolved, leaving only raw, unfiltered intimacy. Jake marveled at the sight before him, Emma, radiant and alive, and Jill, confident and alluring. He felt a sense of connection to both women that transcended the physical, a bond forged in trust and exploration. As dawn approached, they lay tangled together, breathless and spent, a tapestry of connection woven from love, desire, and newfound freedom. Emma felt a sense of fulfillment she hadn't known in years, the weight of unspoken desires lifted from her shoulders. In that moment, they knew they had embarked on a journey that would forever change the landscape of their lives. Together, they had uncovered uncharted desires, forged a bond that transcended traditional boundaries, and embraced the beauty of exploration. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the content, please like, share, and subscribe for more updates. Your support means a lot to us. See you in the next video.